Where's the narrator?
We fired her.
Well, did you hire a new one?
Fuck!
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, what?
What's your favorite way to open a can?
What?
Well, I read about you in Weapons magazine, and you sounded so cool, I was really hoping to get to know you.
Well, I'm...
Your eyes are so blue.
How's your day been, by the way?
Well, my team was assigned to battle yours. Then you ordered all your teammates to jump off the arena at the beginning of all their fights.
I was so excited to see your awesome skills, I just had to fight you as soon as possible.
Yeah, but now I'm going to be the only one of my teammates to take any damage. I'm pretty sure this is going on my permanent record.
You need a hug? My mom would always give me great hugs when I was sad.
I don't think... That wasn't a hug.
Oh. Well, she was great at it.
Time! Team Juniper wins with a 3-1 victory, with Jean being the only loser to take any damage. This is going on your permanent record.
Wow, John kinda sucks.
Why was he picked as team captain?
There had to be someone else who could've led them better.
Maybe his team's shit.
I thought his team was Juniper. Nobody fucking likes you, Casey!
Nah, John's the biggest badass in school. He's decided to be a nice guy and let me win. This is, actually the first time I've ever won anything. Mostly because no one's ever wanted to play games with me.
Now make sure you...
Except my dad, but the only game he ever liked to play was something he called Who's More Epileptic? You just turn a flashlight on and off really fast in the other player's face, and whoever's the most epileptic wins. The winner got to hold the light first next time, so I never got a turn. I was definitely the most epileptic, but my dad said having a seizure was against the rules.
Make sure you keep practicing, because in exactly 8 months, Beacon Academy will be hosting the annual Vital Tournament where all the other combat schools will be competing. And I promise Osbin didn't decide to host it just so we could say that it's sponsored by Wacky Glackies.
Wackiest classes on it, spread the word.
It's what you're paying me to do, Professor.
That's not the only thing she's being paid to spread.
Ow! That wasn't even me!
Dismiss.
You're right, voice in my head. I shouldn't feel bad for what I did to second voice. He knew too much. What's that, third voice? You saw everything? Well then, I guess I'm gonna have to kill you. No, not you, second, third voice.
Hey, Ren, could you pass this out?
She's doing nothing for the first time in years. I haven't been able to look away without her trying to kill someone. I've been falling behind on my grades just to keep an eye on her. I need this short moment of peace.
I'm kind of surprised you aren't sitting over by Cardin, John. I mean, me and Whitney used to sit by each other all the time, didn't we, Whistle?
Yeah, as the popular kids, we've always stuck together.
Are you serious?
And you know, Jean, Pineapple's right. Why don't you go make friends with that Cardin guy? Show him your perfect flirting skills.
He does ask you a lot of questions.
Hey, Sean, do you freak out when you see red books too? Hey, they aren't that tough. I think I just conquered my fear. Thanks, man. Hey, John, why aren't you named Brandon?
Just block him out, John.
You need help blocking? I'll get your shield for you.
Come on, you pull your sword out of tight openings all the time.
Holy shit, dude, shut up!
Hey, John, you ever been...
I told you, Cardin, I just want to be by myself right now. Far away from everyone.
I know, that's why I left that gift in your locker.
What gift?
Rocket engines. I knew you'd like it.
Okay, look, the thing is, he's not very easy to talk to.
What's wrong with him?
Man, this cafeteria food's pretty good. It's like my big brother's 7th birthday party in my mouth, and I wasn't invited.
Well, try to be thankful that you at least have a city that... a person who at least appreciates the things you do.
Well, I'm sure all the ladies think...
You calling me crazy?
That was the happiest moment of my life.
Ren, if you need to get your grades up or just take a break, I can watch her for you. My semblance is polarity, so if she tries to stab me, I could just block the knife.
Well, if I can trust anyone with her, it might as well be a vital champion.
You've actually won that thing?
A few times, surprisingly. First time I won, I was only 13.
You know, I think I'm going to go sit by the window. Later, guys.
Now that I think about it, Parade, why'd you come here if you're already a great fighter?
Well, Walnuts, I thought that by coming here alone, I could get away and find a little peace.
You came to a school for fighting monsters to relax? Jesus, whatever you're trying to escape from must be obnoxious.
Anyone else keep seeing forks bend on their... never mind, I'm probably just baked.
So these are the batch of failures I'm being paid to teach. You know what? Fine. For your first combat lesson, everyone get up and stab me in the chest. Come on! Don't waste this opportunity. This is probably the only kill you'll ever get.
John. Psst. Hey, John. John, boy. Johnny boy!
Hey, what?
Hey, John, what would you do if your socks turned evil?
Oh, look! A student falling asleep in class! Who the shit saw that one coming? It's almost like I have to constantly zoom around like this because kids these days have such low attention spans that this is the only way that they'll be able to keep their eyes on me for more than 2 seconds!
Excuse me, Mr. Oobleck, but I happen to be quite the impressive learner. Probably one of the best in the school.
Oh, really now? Then how come you haven't learned when to keep your mouth shut?
Word.
Well, I know my friend Polka Dot will vouch for me.
Are you even trying any? Who am I kidding? You never tried.
Alright, let's find out. Polka Dot, is she a better learner than you?
Well, personally, I know that when fighting while armed, you shouldn't grip your weapon too tightly, as it will just tire your muscles. Grab tightly just before the moment of impact and relax as soon as you can. Keep your movements quick and sharp. Block and immediately attack, then get out of range and rest. Use your peripheral vision to focus on both the enemy and their weapon. Practice these guidelines, as well as your breathing, balancing, and responsiveness, and you're on your way to becoming a true fighting expert.
Well, you'll always be a loser with a name like Polka Dot, so it doesn't matter. Now where was I? Oh yeah, John, you're staying after class for falling asleep.
Oh, you're looking for people to say after, huh? Hey, Wisp, you want to volunteer? Maybe you'll stop being the worst at paying attention.
That's a good idea. Cardin, you're staying after too. And you, try to get people's names right. God.
You forgot Cardin's name? Seriously, Celine?
Well, that class wasn't so bad.
Why are all the stabbing forks bit?
Now, before we begin, do either of you have dreams?
My only dream is to be like John.
Wow, that's so pathetic it's not even worth crushing. You seriously look up to this guy. Look at him. He's a loser. I don't even need to say anything because he'll just prove it himself eventually. You think he's so awesome now, but sooner or later he's going to screw up bad. He'll fall off that pedestal you put him on like a sack of useless.
You'll see, Oobleck. John will always be my hero.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Fuck, what am I gonna do?
God, sack of useless. Have some confidence.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Pyrrha, I'm looking to become a better fighter. So could you train me until the semester's over?
No. I'm sorry, Jean. I can't. I've got a ton of schoolwork to do, and I promised Ren I'd look after Nora for him. Those two things are going to take up most of my free time.
You won the national tournament when you were a kid. Shouldn't schoolwork be easy for you?
You don't punch essays, Jean.
Well then, tell Ren you have to cancel.
Why? Why do you need me to train you all of a sudden?
I think there's a chance that I suck. You heard what the people in the crowd were saying about me? Even Oobleck says—
Oobleck hates everyone. And those people in the crowd, they judged you after one fight. Who cares what they think? I mean, why would you judge someone when you first see them?
We're on the roof, you should keep your voice down.
My point is that you can't please everyone. But that doesn't mean you suck. Look at Cardin. He loves you.
And what if that changes? He thinks I'm this incredible badass, but I'm not. I know I'm just going to disappoint him.
What's with you all of a sudden? Aren't you the guy who's always talking about how great he is to try and get the girls?
Look, he's the only real fan I've ever had. I'm always trying to impress women, but now someone finally looks up to me. I don't want that to go away. I want to be just as good as he thinks I am.
Well, Jean, I'm sorry, but I don't have enough time outside of class to—
Pyrrha, as your team captain, I order you to train me.
You can't do that!
Hey, it's hard enough asking for your help in the first place.
What's that supposed to mean? Oh, do you still think I'm just a slut? Is that it? Has the month we've been a team not proven to you that I'm not? You still think I'm disgusting? That all I care about is sex? Oh, Jean, your Spanish accent is so attractive. Take me right here on the roof. I'm way better than that ice bitch. You want to know why they call her McDonald's and me Wendy's? 'Cause I got fresh, never frozen beef.
So you hang out with her just so you can use that pickup line, or— Oh!
I've trained my entire life so I can grow up to be a teacher. Do you know how it felt to have the guy who called me a whore when he first saw me be named team captain? I thought that by letting it go and being a good teammate, maybe I could prove to you that I'm not who you thought I was. And until now, I actually thought it was working. I'll see you back in the dorm.
Why can't Jean-Arc just be honest for once?
Hey, Jean, do you think giraffes are cute?